Okay, great. Thank you all. Good afternoon. Today's Thursday, April 29, 2021. It's 3 p.m. We're conducting the business of the Board of the Fire and Police Commissioners. Pursuant to the governor's stay-at-home order, this meeting is being held remotely via Microsoft Teams. The meeting will be broadcast live on Wilmet's Channel 6 and on YouTube. The recording will be archived on the village's website. Members who wish to participate in the meeting can do so via a PC, mobile device, or phone, and can call 872-239-8225 and use conference code 812-296-657#. Members of the public who wish to make a public comment may still do so by sending an email to publiccomment@wilmet.com, or a comment may be made during the meeting through YouTube Live or through the audio conferencing. So with that, let's have a call to order. Ms. Cease, can you please take a roll call?
Sure. Chairman Ellman?
Here.
Commissioner Davidson?
Here.
Commissioner Kruger?
Here.
All members are present.
Okay, thank you. Next, we have time for public comment. Ms. Cease, do we have any public comments that have come in through publiccomment@wilmet.com or via YouTube Live?
I'm checking that now. We do not have any public comments.
Okay. And for any member of the public participating in the audio conferencing, are there any comments? All right, hearing none, we have no public comments at this time. Next on our agenda, we will move to approval of the minutes from our last board meeting, which was on April 6th, 2021. I ask my fellow commissioners if I can have a motion to approve those minutes.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None. Those minutes have been approved. Okay, next on our agenda item is to discuss the potential employment and conditional officers for the position of police officer. Pursuant to the Illinois Open Meetings Act, this agenda item will be discussed in closed session. We'll return to open session once our executive meeting has concluded. And all other items on the board agenda will be discussed in open session. So I'll ask the board and village staff at this time to please close out of this meeting and switch to the closed session link. And hopefully we can all figure out how to do that. And then we'll go back into open session after the closed session.
Well, isn't that magical? We all made it.
That was impressive. Okay. All right, I got to toggle back to my script here, so give me 1 second.
You're on mute, Alex.
Sorry. Okay, give me 1 second. I have to run over to council chambers, let Karen know we're ready.
Okay.
We had a conference call yesterday, an orals presentation to our client, and there were about 15 of us from my company on the call, and we told everybody if we could make it through this 2 hours oral presentation without somebody having to remind somebody else that they were on mute, everyone would get a day off. It lasted about 2 minutes.
It's a good incentive, at least.
Yeah.
Okay, we are on live session.
Okay, so we are we're returning back to open session at about 3:22 p.m. today, April 29. So our next agenda item is with regard to making conditional offers of employment for the position of police officer. So based on the discussion that was had during closed session, can I have a motion to authorize staff to make conditional offers of employment for the position of police officer in the following order: Amanda Jakupovich, Michelle Favela, Michael Erskine, Nicholas Bucheri, Taylor Heiser, and Sabrina Aquino Bergman. I have that motion.
So moved.
Second.
Any further discussion? All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None. Okay, that motion passes. So we thank all the candidates who applied and participated in the administrative interviews, and we are excited to bring on board the next candidates for the Wilmette Police Department. Okay, the next item on the agenda for our open session is to set a minimum passing score for the police sergeant promotional process written examination. So Chief Murphy, could you provide a brief overview of the police sergeant written examination process?
Probably lump it into the entire sergeant's process. So every 2 years, by rules, we have to conduct a sergeant's promotional exam to establish an eligibility list, whether there is a current opening for the position or not. Currently, there is not an open position for sergeant, but we anticipate one within this 2-year period. Candidates who are off probation are eligible to take the exam. We had 16 candidates take the written exam for sergeants. And the next steps, those, after you establish a passing score for this, the sergeants will then take a leadership assessment exercise, and they have merit points, which is an exercise that's done by the staff. It excludes the chief and the deputy chief. So sergeants and commanders rank the candidates, and they can receive up to 15 merit points. And officers can also receive seniority points, 1 percentage point per year with a maximum of 5 percentage points. And then it's concluded with an interview with the Board of Fire Police Commissioners to establish that eligibility list.
Okay, thanks, Chief. Any questions or comments about that process from anybody? Okay, so historically, the board has set a minimum passing score of 70% on the written exam. And after reviewing the materials that we received and Chief Murphy's comments, I would support maintaining the minimum score of 70% for the police sergeant written exam. That score has to be set prior to identifying the names of the candidates. And I would note that of the 16 candidates, it appears that 9 of them achieved that passing score. So I think that's, again, 70% is a good target and a good cutoff for what we're trying to do here. So any further comments or discussion with regard to the setting a 70% cutoff?
Not for me.
Nope.
Okay, then can I have a motion to set the minimum passing score for the police sergeant promotional process examination at 70%?
So moved.
Second.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None. Okay, that motion carries. So our next step is we have a ranked list of the candidate ID numbers and their scores on the tests. But now we are going to reveal the names of those officers and their corresponding test scores. So Ms. Cease, could you please open those envelopes and match the police officers' test ID numbers with their names and test scores?
Sure. So the first one is 63350. I'm looking for that envelope. That is for Chris Prescotta. Next envelope is 63358.
Getting a lot of feedback, Alex. I'm not sure who's that's off of. I got you now.
63358. James Pasquazi. Next number is 63343. It seems like the envelope is always the last one. It's at the bottom. 63343. Jeff Kuchke. Next number 63344. Chris Neubauer. Next number 63347. And that is for Claudia Olivo. Next number 63351. Brian Golden. Next number is 63353. And that is Jonathan Sokolnik. Next number 63348. And that is identified to Elizabeth McGuire. Next number 63355. And that identifies Brandon Stinger. Next person is 63349. And that identifies Mike Demos. Next person is 63354. And that identifies Mark Gamba. Next number 63345. And that identifies Tim Boderman. Next one is 63356. And that identifies Nick Rizzo. Next is 63357. And that identifies Matt Berry. Next number 63352. And that identifies Ray Pavley. And the last one is 63346. And that identifies Russell Monk.
Okay, that's all of the 16 individuals who took the written exam, and as per the board's motion that just passed, the top 9 will be considered to have passing scores of 70 or more, and we'll move on to the next phases of the process to establish an eligibility list for the police sergeant position. So thank you for doing that, Ms. Cease, and thanks all for your role in this process. Do we have any new business? All right, hearing no new business and no further items on the agenda, we will adjourn our meeting. Thanks everybody for your time and your participation. Can I have a motion to adjourn, please?
Second.
All in favor? Aye. The meeting is adjourned at 3:36 p.m. Thank you, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your day, and